We're called Media Services, but I like to think that name is a little deceptive because, you know, we don't serve media. We serve people who need media.
We provide media equipment for non-production students at Emerson College. If somebody couldn't, if somebody doesn't have a camera, we can provide that camera for them, and then they can make a film. You know, they could expand their horizons with new media and new technology that they wouldn't have had otherwise.
Do you have that movie, Expanding Horizons?
Hold on, I'll check. I really like working with Ted. He's a great guy. We have a good time. We joke around. But something's not right with Ted. One time, I walked into the bathroom, and he was crying. And he told me it was allergies, but it was February.
Is what we do here important? Yeah, I like to think so. I'll admit it, I do this partially for the pay, but I definitely think there's something deeper to it. Say, for instance, a student's looking for a camera. You know, I can provide them with that camera, and that student, you know, could grow up to be a famous photojournalist. And say they go over to Africa and take a picture of some sick Nicaraguan boy, you know, and someone back here in America sees a picture and says, "Oh, the poor little sick boy, I think I'll become a doctor." You know, so they become a doctor, and some poor guy gets a brain tumor or something, and he ends up saving his life. So it's really like I saved the guy with the brain tumor's life. You know, I'm saving lives. Maybe that's a little too far, but that's just how I think the world works. Things happen for a reason.
My favorite part about working at Media Services is I like coiling cables. There's a real art to coiling cables that people don't really think about. It's like I like to coil clockwise. You know, I'm going with time and with nature and like things like that. And like technically you can go counterclockwise, but then you'd be going back in time, and like that's like against nature. That's not natural. This is our media service skeleton, and it's kind of an inside joke. He doesn't have a name. But it'd be funny if he had one.
In my spare time, I like to write poetry. I actually have one of my poems with me, which I'll share with you. This is called My Nightmares. I would slay the weeping dragon, but the dungeon master lost his key. Time passes like a burning umbrella. Camels silhouetted by the desert sun. All the while, I am naked. I can't run away. So I look for a friend. Will you be that friend?